Oh la la, my gorgeous Pisces number 79. Wow. At around the beginning of this week, you are going to have this absolutely brilliant idea when it comes to this challenge you have been going through for a while. So at around the beginning of this week, just out of blue, do you know what I mean? You are going to have this absolutely brilliant idea how to deal with this challenge, with this challenging situation that has been affecting you and your life, in a while now. And I'm so glad that you're gonna take this very seriously, because I can see you, just doing something about it immediately. It's not only about having this absolutely brilliant idea, but this is gonna surprise you, and it's going to be such a positive time of your life, where at the same time it's about this bravery you're going to feel in order to make the necessary move, which you're going to see still at this stage like a really bold move that you're going to make. There is something really specific you're going to do when it comes to this brilliant idea in order to bring this challenge to an end. There is some kind of a risk you are indeed going to need to take, but I'm so glad that you're gonna follow your intuition, because intuitively, once again, my gorgeous Pisces, you are being guided, you see. So you are most certainly gonna make a certain move when it comes to this, like a challenge, like a really bold move. It is like to do with a certain risk that you are taking at the same time. And you know what, this in itself is gonna be extremely rewarding for you. Why? Because almost instantly, almost straight away, you will know that you did the right thing. Almost instantly, when it comes to this challenge, what you're gonna do in order to bring this challenge to an end, and which exactly risk you are gonna feel like you are taking, it's going to work out for you almost immediately. Because as soon as you do this, it's really important what's gonna happen, because somebody is going to tell you something about it almost instantly. Someone is gonna tell you, like, it really depends what exactly you're going to be connected to at that moment in time, and someone is going to tell you exactly straight away, it's going to be absolutely fine, but you're going to be kind of uncertain until the very next day. The very next day, you are going to have a rather positive news, a rather positive information, and you will know that not only this challenge is going to come to this successful end, but also you're gonna be so happy because of two things. On one hand, you will know, oh my God, thank God, this challenge has finally come to an end. I'm so glad. And number two, now finally, you are going to be able to start some kind of a venture, something you weren't able to start before, purely because this challenge was holding you back. This challenge was preventing you from doing so this is why you're gonna feel so happy, because you are gonna be able to start some kind of a venture that means to you so much, that meant to you so much for so long, my gorgeous Pisces. And this is, oh my God, it's gonna seem like a really big wish has come true. A really big wish has come true, not one, but two. On one hand, that challenge that you've been going through was draining your energy, and it was making you feel really sad and really unhappy for a while. And it was making you feel like tired, like really tired ever so often, spiritually, mentally, and physically, seriously, and especially lately. And the second thing, so number one, the big challenge is finally coming to an end. And number two, you will be able to start this venture you were thinking about starting for absolute ages. Only now you will be able to take this very, very seriously. So I'm telling you, your two wishes came true, and you're not only doing the right thing, when it comes to your life, when it comes to your destiny, when it comes to your spiritual path. Of course you're doing the right thing. There is a reason why you had to go through all this. There is a reason why you had to go through this challenge. And I know it's very difficult to kind of understand this right now, but if you didn't go through this particular challenge, you wouldn't be ready to take this venture seriously right now. Do you know, you wouldn't be ready to even consider this venture, let alone just kind of getting on with it. You know what I mean? Like, what you're gonna do right now. So it's not only that, but you're protecting your life, you're protecting your energy, you're setting the boundaries, when it comes to your life, with this venture. So this is gonna be absolutely brilliant indeed. So you will be thinking a lot about this possibility to start this venture when it comes to the beginning of this week. I know that you are gonna make a little journey, a little trip, and you will go somewhere. And I know that you are connected to this venture. I know that you're gonna be finding out a little bit more about it. I know that you're gonna be doing a lot in terms of like reading, for example, and exploring your options. And the more you do this, the more you find out, and the more people you talk to about this venture. Some people you're going to talk to on a personal level, and to some people you're going to talk to like on an official level. Some people who are connected to this kind of particular path, you're going to be talking to official people, but you're also going to be talking to your friends, for example. And from each of those people, you are going to get and gather, specific information, which is really going to kind of be something that you needed at that moment in time to feel even more stronger, even more confident, to take this on no matter what. Okay, so I know that you're going to be completely into it, and the more you explore and the more you talk about it, the more connected to this you're going to feel. But nothing is going to happen right until the middle of this week. For example, the things are about to start to become, things are about to be like really strange and really unusual, because at around the midweek now, suddenly you're gonna feel like really nostalgic. Something is gonna remind you of your past. Something is going to remind you of your childhood at around the midweek, and you're going to be thinking about your childhood and about your past like really, really intensely. So something is going to trigger this within you. Maybe you're going to see the certain person who is going to remind you of your past, and this is going to trigger something within you. Maybe you're going to see the certain photo which is going to remind you of your past. Maybe you're going to get a certain news. Maybe you're going to get a certain message. Maybe you're going to speak to the certain person who is going to mention somebody else from your past. It's going to happen somehow, but it's going to be at the moment in time you least expected. You're going to be reminded of your past, of your childhood, and this is such a sacred moment. You know why? Because at that moment in time, you need to understand that this is your sign, this is your clear indication that this really, really big restriction in your life is about to be lifted. Like a really, really big restriction has come to an end. Oh my God, how crazy is this? When it comes to the first part of this week, a big challenge, it's coming to an end. When it comes to the mid part of this week, a huge restriction is coming to an end, which means that there are two major karmic situations are about to come to an end, which karmic situations means that they were like affecting every single aspect of your life. They will be affecting every single aspect of your life until they come to an end, until you go through certain lessons, until you learn certain things about yourself and about your life and about your journey, until you get to the certain point where you see things in a completely different light. This is why this is happening, my gorgeous Pisces. It's crazy, it's big, It's major. So what I was going to say, the moment in time you're reminded of your childhood, the moment in time you're reminded of your past, at that moment in time, this is also your sign that the major restriction in your life has finally come to an end. Okay? This is big. This is powerful. And you will know this. As soon as you are reminded of your childhood, you know, somehow later on, this is what you're going to find out. Later on, after that moment in time, this is what you're going to find out. You will know what I mean. Because after that moment in time, you are indeed going to find out about this restriction that has come to an end. You're going to feel so happy. You're going to have a big reason to celebrate. You're going to feel so light. You're going to feel so free. You're going to feel so liberated. Oh my God, you're going to feel like the whole world is your oyster. You're going to have so many ideas. You are instantly going to be healed. Instantly. You will see how much more energy you are going to have at that moment in time when it comes to your physical energy, spiritual energy, you know, mental energy. Oh my God, what a major turnaround this is going to be. For example, how you feel, and let alone what's going to happen to you after this moment in time. This is going to be leading towards you. Now the door is about to open. After this moment in time, the door is about to open. You are about to walk through this door, my gorgeous Pisces. Okay, you are about to walk through this door. You are, and when I say that you're about to walk through this door, you are gonna do something major. You will know, okay, now I'm making this sacrifice, okay, in order to start finally this venture. Okay, do you understand? So when I say to you at around the beginning of this week that you are gonna have this possibility to start this venture, I told you that you're gonna do lots of, like, you know, exploring and talking to certain people, but only by the time you get to the midweek, when you are reminded of your childhood, when you realize that a major restriction has been lifted when it comes to your life. After that moment in time, you know, a new door, this door is about to open. And on one hand, you're going to make there are two major things you're going to do straight away. Number one, you're going to make a major sacrifice. Number one, you're going to make a big sacrifice. And number two, you're going to make a major commitment. And at that moment in time, when it comes to this venture, do you understand me? In order to start this properly, officially, most importantly, there are two things that are going to happen. Number one, you are going to, my gorgeous Pisces, number one, you are going to make a major sacrifice. Number one, it's about you knowing exactly which sacrifice you need to make. Okay, what do you need to walk away from? Which sacrifice do you need to make? What do you need to walk away from? That's number one. Okay, number two, it's this major commitment you are making. You're making a major commitment. Okay, and at that moment in time, this venture is about to start. This venture is about to take place. Okay, and this in itself is the beginning of a really beautiful change. Okay, and it's going to lead towards a major achievement. It's going to lead towards this major victory. It is instantly going to turn your life around, the beginning of a beautiful change. And it's going to lead towards your major victory. And this is the venture that I am talking about, that you are properly going to take, most certainly on the next level, at around the mid week. Indeed. Oh my God. You know, it's just so much is going to be happening and so much is going to be on your mind after this moment in time. I'm not being funny, but you have so much to look forward to. You're going to be so busy. Normally this would really put you off. You would find this like a burden. Normally you would find this like, oh my God, too much much is going on, it's crazy. This is only because you were restricted. Remember, this restriction is about to be lifted. So this is like a really beautiful enlightenment you are right now going through. You're going to be seeing things from a completely different angle. Okay, you're being guided by your own light. You're being guided by your own spirit. If this was happening only like about a few months ago, you would be like, no baby, no, too much to do, too much to take care of, too many commitments, blah blah blah. But you would find this like a big burden. But now the more you think about it, the more this is all going to make sense to you, that you need to kind of go through when it comes to your life and when it comes to your future, the beginning of a really beautiful transformation where you are coming home to yourself. Just pay attention to how much more spiritual you're actually going to feel from this moment onwards. It's absolutely brilliant. There is something in terms of spirituality you're going to do, especially when it comes to the end of this week. At the end of this week, you know what? You really are gonna make such a major choice when it comes to something that you have been indecisive about. Oh my God. At around the end of this week, you're also going to make a major choice when it comes to something that you have been so indecisive about. You really need to kind of follow your heart. This in itself, it's gonna happen the moment in time you are gonna talk about it. You're gonna feel a little bit frustrated, and you're gonna talk about it to somebody who is very close to you, like your partner if you've got one, your friend or your family member. And then you're gonna realize, you know what, now it's time. Now it's time. It's a lot to do with this particular person who you're going to be talking to about this. You will be speaking to the right person, because that person is also going to be winding you up in the right place. You know, that person is going to point you towards the right direction, that it's time to do something about it. And you're going to start talking about this problem, something that has been bothering you for a while, something that you have been indecisive about for a while, something that you really didn't want to do. And it's about the certain like a kind of collaboration or something that you're gonna need to do for 3 months. You know, there is something that you're gonna need to do for 3 months. It is indeed to do with your life. It's to do with your spirituality, and it's to do with you exploring, you know, your life through your own spirituality. You really are gonna realize how much you've actually changed. Only like about a year ago, a couple of years ago, you would be like, absolutely no baby, no. This in itself, it's really going to point you towards the right direction. It's about you like kind of taking your own spirituality really, really seriously, which is ever so important. And it's a clear and rather healthy sign of your own transcendence. So there is something really spiritual you're going to be thinking about doing, or about starting, or about continuing doing something that maybe you didn't do for a while. You really need to take this very, very seriously, because there are some major people that are about to enter your path through this particular situation over the next couple of months or so. These people are going to play a major role when it comes to your life, and when it comes to your future, and when it comes to you realizing how much you've changed and what's missing so much in your life. You're going to discover the whole new world through these people and through your own spirituality, through whatever you're going to be focusing on right now. You have no idea how much you're going to discover about yourself, and how much you're going to discover about your life in general. It is going to lead clearly towards you getting so much closer to yourself, towards you reconnecting with yourself and making one of the biggest and most mind-blowing lifestyle decision you've ever made. Absolutely brilliant. But you need to understand it's going to happen one step at a time indeed. So now, my gorgeous Piscelini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's... Oh gosh, you see this? Something is going to come to an abrupt end. something is going to come to an abrupt end when it comes to this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, and I really need you to be so strong, because at the end of the day, this is going to be like a blessing in disguise. Whatever is going to come to an abrupt end, you know, first of all, this is going to shock you, but you know what, like a couple of days later, you're gonna feel so glad that it actually came to an end. I'm sorry, but it's a lot to do with this particular situation that is going to come to an end, and it's a lot to do with the certain people that have been connected to this particular situation. This your karma with this aspect of your life has come to an end a while ago, but only now this is going to become evident. Let this be your guide, and let this kind of make you realize, let this open your eyes, what exactly wasn't good for you anymore. This has been affecting your confidence in a negative way, and this has been preventing you to open your mind. This has been preventing you to take risks in life in general. This is something that has been keeping you like, oh my God, so powerless, you know, ever so often. So be glad and be happy that you are gonna be removed from this particular situation that has come to an end indeed. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.